Hello, every people. What's going on? We've got a lot of people here. Looks like my parents made it in. I'm going to ask everyone to congratulate my parents on getting into the chat room. They've been trying to do that for about a year now. And they're getting better at using their computers. I'm going to give them a lot of credit here. They have done well. We're just right off the bat, we got a very active chat room. I love seeing that. And we got Therese, we got Tom, we got Mark. Hello all, we got Doc, hello, we got my parents. What's happening, guys? Beautiful stuff. Yeah, Grand Canyon 6, that's my parents. And my parents have hiked all the way across the Grand Canyon. So, yes, awesome. I chose well on my parents. I did a good job with that. The new TMP thing. This was just, this was actually the cardboard box that our satellite dish for Starlink came in, and I just cut out the letters and put a light in there. It was fun. Yeah, same room, shooting the other way. Just I didn't like the door in the background, and I feel like the light setup is a little bit better like this. I still want to expand the light setup. So, yeah, hello. Doc is the moderator. That is true. Thanks, Doc. I need to talk about this song. I don't know if my friend John is watching right now. I invited him. John is the reason that I'm doing these. This all started back. I was doing some of you may already know this story. I was doing a series of shows at a small local coffee shop. Some of you guys may have heard it's called Starbucks. Kind of a small, struggling little coffee shop in the world. And I was doing some shows just with my acoustic guitar, just kind of fiddling around in the background. And John he's a close friend. We've been friends for years. And he was coming in just watching shows. He's like, I dare you to sing a Taylor Swift song. I said, yeah, I'll do that. Pick one out. So he picked out Teardrops on My Guitar. If I do a cover of someone's music, I like that artist. I would not do a cover of someone's music if I don't respect the artist or don't like their music. I actually think Taylor is a very good musician. I really like her music. So it's a little immature because she started doing it when she was 12 years old or something, but that's fine. So anyway, I did this, and in doing it, I came up with the whole setup that led to all of the albums that I've put out. And it's like, if it hadn't been for John daring me to do that and me using a different setup for my shows, a lot of this wouldn't have happened. Probably all of this wouldn't have happened. I'd maybe have put out one album. So John gets a lot of thanks for what happened here. And John, I hope you're watching. Hope you enjoyed that song that we just played called The First Excursus. That's dedicated to John, and well deserved, in my opinion. Looks like we got Glenn in here. Mark, hi Glenn. Thank you all for coming in. Okay. Having some serious problems with Twitch. Interesting, but not on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I know. Last night, I know Doc was on last night. I was doing a stream where I was composing a song for an upcoming album, a song called The Lonely Zombie. It's kind of a lighter metal kind of a piece. I was having all kinds of dropouts, and that was definitely on my end. I think whatever is going on Twitch is on Twitch's end tonight. It looks like I've got a good connection going here. It looks like I've been in the green every time I've looked at least. So hopefully you guys will have a good experience with all of this. And kind of bright in here tonight because my sunglasses are out in the car somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but I shall power through. So let's move on. Let's make some music, shall we, people? It's kind of a good time for that. So what do we got here? That last piece was in B minor, and then we modulated into C minor. Took us from 2 sharps to 3 flats. Now we're gonna go to 4 flats, do some F minor stuff. I enjoy F minor. I've been on F minor kicks many times. So let's see where this leads us. This song is called But I Digress. So there's that. Oh, and I just did something wrong, so I'm gonna have to rectify something here, or we will end up playing that song over, and I don't want to do that stuff. So, okay, and I just need to make a quick little. Okay, I'm proud. My voice is probably a little quieter now, but I think I was probably way too loud for the music, so we'll try that. Hey, oh, Ron's here. Good seeing you, brother. Yeah, thanks. That's a fun little piece of music. I enjoy playing that one. I mean, I just enjoy playing guitar. It's slow parts, fast parts. I don't care. I just want to play. Who was the first member of Red Dwarf crew to lose an emotion to? Oh, that is a good question. The first one. Oh, I know this. I think it was Lister, and he lost his fear. Let me know if I'm right on that. Wango Tango Time. Hey, what's going on, bud? Hey, Wango Tango Time. Last time I saw you online, you had mentioned, it was one of my rope jumping shows, and you had mentioned something about having me on your show. And I think that you logged off before I had a chance to respond to that. Feel free to me through themadpoet.net. I would love to talk more about that. If you just go to themadpoet.net, there's a contact page. That goes straight into my email. Real easy to get in touch with me that way. So yeah, definitely let's chat about that. All right. Doc did stump me on Red Dwarf trivia twice last night. I got most of them. One of them he had to give me a hint on, but I ended up getting it. But I'll tell you, Doc knows his Red Dwarf. He really knows his Red Dwarf. And I think that he's probably got me fairly well beat in Red Dwarf trivia. So, there you go. All right. And now I can't find my mouse. Okay, here we are. We're tracking here. Oh, time to move into some G minor. So close to G sharp. Actually, quite a ways away from G sharp, but. What size is the stick that Rimmer wanted to clean? Ooh. 14B. I'm going to go with 14B. I'm going to start playing the next song. It is called Contentless Cognition. And I'll see you on the other side, baby. Let's do some G minor. Missed my cue on that one. I was reading the chat and forgot to stop the lights from turning off. Looks like you guys are digging the Red Dwarf trivia. That's awesome. Yeah, that last cutout was definitely on my end. I saw my bit rate drop over on the broadcast software. That was on my end. It's just the Starlink internet still has the occasional dropouts, so that's part of the gig. Nonetheless, still rocking it. Yes, that's correct. Red Dwarf is a British documentary about a spaceship that gets lost 3 million years in the future. That is fully accurate and correct in all possible ways. So, there you go, baby. All right. Do I ever use Congo jar? I do not. The closest I've got... I've got this, which is known as a cajon, and it's a South American hand drum. I made this one myself quite a long time ago, and it's a drum. Normally you sit on it and play it, not hold it up in the air like that, because that would be very tiring. Drew, thank you very much for the tip, my friend. That was beautiful. That is a new one. Lovely. Yeah, again, I think the dropouts were, at least one of the dropouts was definitely on my end of this, so. But no, I've never actually, there was one piece, a friend of mine, oh gosh, years ago, probably 10, 12 years ago, a friend of mine who's does high-end real estate asked me to make, not really a jingle, but just kind of some background music for a video he was making, an advertising video. And I used that very lightly in the background of that. I think that's really the only time I've ever recorded. It came out really nice. It worked well. He loved the piece. My buddy Tadashi, who's, we're really close. And so I think that's the only time I've actually recorded that. Oh, Barry Manilow's middle name. Wow. Now, I am a huge Barry Manilow fan, but not nearly on the level that my mother is. That is a great piece of trivia. I do not have an answer to that one. Yeah. Oh, cool. You've built a couple of those. That's awesome. Barry Manilow's middle name. Wow. Well, I didn't see the Red Dwarf question but I know that is what's-his-face's band, Smeg and the Heads. Okay, so here's Red Dwarf trivia. Doc is not allowed to answer because I know he knows the answer. What was the big song by Smeg and the Heads that we find out what the title is? And while you're thinking about that, think about this. The next song I'm going to play is in A minor at 130 beats a minute and called Infelicitus Results. Fun. All right. I do not have this one. I do not recall the names of any of the Scudders on Red Dwarf. That one, you got me just flat stumped on that one, baby. Got my mocha. Sarah brought me a mocha today. That was nice of her. Bob. There's a Scudder named Bob. I did not know that. Yeah, Glenn's never seen Red Dwarf. Never even heard of it. He's never been to one of my shows either. Yeah. Good stuff. What's going on over on this end here? What kind of craziness do we got happening? Looks like we're going to get into a song with a lot of triplets in it. I'll bet it would make you guys really, really happy if I were about to go into a G sharp minor song, wouldn't it? But you know what? I'm not going to, because this song's in E minor. And that's how we do things here. Because the song's already recorded, except for the part that I'm playing, I kind of need to play along in the right key. So, G sharp minor over E minor, that wouldn't work out too well. That would not work out too well. In fact, that would exactly equate to the title of this next song. That would be a failure to reconcile. had no idea the end of that song was coming up. I was just getting into it. So I see we've got the 342s up. No, it's a chicken. So I've got a special thing that I wanted to read tonight out of the Book of Evil. Let me just pull it up here. It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere. I'm all alone, more or less. Let me fly far away from here. I want to lie shipwrecked and comatose, drinking fresh mango juice, goldfish shoals nibbling at my toes. Fun, fun, fun in the sun, sun, sun. You're welcome. Oh, is Renee here? Awesome. Hey, hola. Hey, no problem. Sometimes, you got other stuff going on. I do not know that song on the guitar. And, actually, just because of the way that copyright stuff has been getting so bad on the internet lately, even if I knew that, I wouldn't do it. Because it's just freaking stupid. Not the song, just the way that these things are being treated. It's just gotten so absurd that it's not even worth taking a chance with. So no cover tunes unless they're from the public domain. Like I've got a cover. If I ever put out my next album, it's been like 6 months since I put out an album. But I have made very good headway on the production of my 65th album. So that is a thing that's coming up. But with that one, I have a cover tune, Three Blind Mice. Three Blind Mice is very firmly in the public domain. No one can own that song, so I'm safe with that. But what sort of curry do they give Pete the T-Rex? Oh, wow. That's a stumper there. I remember the scene very well. That the 3x42 was the reading out of the Book of Evil, which is Goldfish Shoals. Just did it. That was the reading for the day, because the Red Dwarf theme is from the Book of Evil. True story. Yeah, this one, I think you got me stumped on this one, baby. But I mentioned on the last song that it was not in G sharp minor. And what's cool about this song is that it is not in G sharp minor. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the G sharp minor portion of the show. You are welcome. This song is called An Elegant Expression of Hatred. wanted to give Randy a crack at answering this one. How many years was Rimmer trapped in Rimmer World? I think it was 600. But there's a bit of conjecture going on with that one. I'm going to fully admit that I might be off on that. Hey, thanks, Tom. I'm glad you liked that. Okay. Incorrect. Not 600. I do not recall. Oh, chocolate. Oh, chocolate. Oh, crap. Chocolate is just beautiful. You know what, Glenn? I thought about playing that album tonight. Maybe I'll put that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. Next week will be the patron saint of murderers. Chosen. Unless on some off chance I get my 65th album. Yeah, that'll happen. The funny thing is, it's so close to being done, and I'm working on other aspects than I normally do. So I'm working on different kinds of improvement for it because I'm looking for some different sounds, and that's why that album's not done. Oh, this one's too easy for me. I want to see someone else answer this one because that one is, for me, that one's way too easy. Let's give this to the crew. Yeah, see, London. That is a fun episode. Fun stuff. Okay, so moving into song number 7 here. How about some F sharp minor action? We haven't done that so far today, have we? Actually, we did, because I did a little kind of jazzy move in one of those songs where I played the F sharp minor over an F sharp minor chord. So a little bit F sharp minor. We haven't done an F sharp minor song, and it's about time we did. This is called Hanging On by a Thread. There's my lights and sound and stuff. Right. So Doc, a while back you were asking about the fog machine. This is what I was kind of going for. This kind of just visible light streams. I wouldn't mind getting a little more intensity out of those, which I think I know how to do. But what I'm using here, instead of a fog machine, is actually an atomizer. And it's the kind of thing, if you see like, you know, garden ponds and they got all the smoke all over them, I've got one of those stuck back in the fireplace here. Then there's a fan inside there blowing the water vapor out. So it's basically just like a really high powered humidifier. And that's more of the look that I'm going for, because I don't like the full on fog effect. I think it's just too much in this little room. So moose stuffed feather snacks, that sounds about right. Oh, I just noticed I had a tip from Cheese Grower. Yeah, I like cheese. I made a big old piece. If anyone here is not yet on my Discord, please go join up. It's very small. I'm a very small streamer. I would love to grow. But I put a picture up of this pizza I made today, big thick sucker. I call it a vegetarian delight because some of the animals that I put on it were vegetarian animals, like the elk. I had pepperoni, elk, and bacon. So, vegetarian delight. It was awesome. Considering my history with atmospheric effects, yes, the fireplace is a good place for it. And that's actually oh yeah, elk. You know, it's funny, most people like elk more than deer. I actually like venison a bit better, but I really like both. And yeah, it's really fantastic stuff. So but yeah, I had some ground elk on there, and some pepperoni and bacon, and there's a big nice picture of that on my Discord. But yeah, please join up with my Discord. There are links. Well, if you're in Twitch, there are links in the About section. I would love to try kangaroo meat. That sounds awesome. I am clearly not a vegetarian. There's another show I really like called Coupling. It's an old UK show. It's kind of like Friends, and there's a character named Jane. She's just crazy, and she's a fantastic character. There's this quote where she says, "Vegetarianism to me is about saying yes to things, even meat." And I'm like, that's me right there. I'm that kind of vegetarian. So. Kangaroo bacon is good. I would totally try that. I would totally try that. So anyway, yeah, you know, and particularly like Therese, you should totally go jump on the Discord. Therese has been painting this picture of it's like a bunch of Mad Poet inspired stuff, and there's like the four-sided triangle is on there, and there's an octopus on there, and I saw the dice from Hard Six on there. And it's like so cool, all this little Mad Poet imagery. I'm like, that's awesome. She sent me a picture of it last night. What was the last Red Dwarf question? Oh, 2x4b. But you know, and I only answered that so quickly because it's timing out. Doc and I actually talked about this last night. There's an episode of Red Dwarf where Crichton is talking to another Series 4000 mechanoid named Abel. And I am almost certain in that he refers to them as 2x4Cs. And I've always wondered about that continuity error. So, there you go. And in a way that's a little unfair because right here on my screen I've got a list of tips that I've gotten, and exactly 10 back, which is the bottom line on this list, Doc tipped me under the name Crichton 2x4b. So I actually had that written on my screen today. Anyway, you know what's really close to G sharp minor? What's really close to G sharp minor? C sharp minor. And that's what we're doing now, baby. I had a thought. Right. Not sure what the question was. Oh, yeah. That was WOO, without oxygen. Love it. Hey, thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys coming in for this. I don't even know how many songs are on this album. We're moving into song number 9 here. Let's take a look at my things and stuff and junk. It looks like we got... Okay, we're moving into song 9 of 10. It looks like we're going to slow down here a bit. Oh, and then, yeah, we're going to move into one of my all-time faves. But yeah, this is kind of a nice slow piece. Got some D minor action happening here. Oh, this is the greatest episode of all time. This part of the documentary tells the truth about the John F. Kennedy assassination. And in fact, as Tom has just pointed out, John F. Kennedy was the assassin of John F. Kennedy. It's proven in this documentary. I don't know why there's any more discussion of it. This has been resolved. So his head just did that. Love it. All right. So we're going to slow her down here a bit. Take a little break. The song is called That Depends on You. We have to do scripts again. Yeah, I hate losing the chat thread too. Sorry, that one, again, that was here. One thing I've been trying to figure out, I actually thought, I did something last night to the internet, I thought it was going to have fewer dropouts. I know we actually have 2 internet connections here because we know that we have trouble with this one sometimes. And there's supposed to be a way to bond them so that the second one will take over when the first one drops out. And Don. Anyway, I have not been able to figure out how to do the VPN bonding for the 2 internet connections. Would love to. But yeah, and that is, you know, I know on at least one of my rope jumping streams, it dropped out and cut out in half, and that sucks. And that's one of the main reasons I have not yet done as slow as possible the 6 hour, 37-minute single song that I'm going to play, the organ piece, because it's just going to drop out all over the freaking place, and that sucks. So yeah. Anyway, that's true, Doc. You do. In fact, I want to do a Kachansky quote. Okay, I can do this without saying it. So what Kachansky said to Rimmer, this is what I'm saying to you, Doc. The same thing that Kachansky said to Rimmer after Rimmer asked her if she would endorse his new idea for a salute. That's my order to you. And Dave Lister can tell you where to go because it's an emergency. So is my guitar. Okay. It's just envelope down. That's fine. What were the names of Lister's 2 pet goldfish? Oh man, you are pulling out the tough ones tonight. I remember the goldfish because the cat was always trying to eat them, and they were electronic goldfish. In what episode are the names given? I do not recall that. See, this, like I said, Doc knows the Red Dwarf trivia better than me. I'm decent. Doc is. To be fair, oh, while you guys are being fair, oh, okay, that's cool. Good admission. I dig that. But still, these are some good questions, baby. These are killer. So, hey, yeah. While you guys are talking about a song, this is a song heavily inspired by the band Camelot. That's K-A-M-E-L-O-T. A band that if you are not familiar with them, I strongly, we're dropping. Bummeropolis. Okay. Hopefully this connection will remain through this song. Lennon and McCartney, that is killer. Okay, so here's a trivia question for y'all. Y'all. Not Red Dwarf. The movie Rocky 1. What were the names of Rocky's turtles? Try to do it without looking it up. Aha! This is a final divagation. No. This is final divagation. Here we go. Here we go. While I was playing that, I just realized that the new TMP logo back there was also inspired by Camelot. They had a similar thing in the last time I saw them live. Hey, I'm glad you liked the show. I'm trying to figure out why my lights aren't coming on. Maybe it's because I am an airhead. I think that is the most reasonable answer, but I have a solution to that. well, to the lights, not to being an airhead. But yeah, this was a very fun show. I thank you all for sticking it out. Sorry about the dropouts. I think this week I'm going to look more into the possibility of a VPN bonding for those two connections. If I can get that figured out, that will really help. So, because I would love to be able to do some much longer shows, but it would just bug me so much having them drop out that much. Like last night, I feel like there were like 3 or 4 times I was sitting there just composing away on this song. We're having fun. We're talking music theory, and we're talking Red Dwarf trivia and stuff. And it seemed like there were a couple of times that someone came in, and I had a new viewer, and then all of a sudden I had a dropout, and of course they're going to leave, and it's like, that kind of sucks. So I'd love to have a little more stability in these shows before I get them going too long. I did see your answer while I was playing. That is absolutely correct, Cuff and Link. And I had heard that Stallone still has those turtles, which I think is extremely cool. That's good stuff. So, yeah. Again, thank you. I'm the Mad Poet. You are an audience. You guys have been fantastic. If you have not done so yet, please check out the Discord. Links below in Twitch. Go to the Twitch, go to the About section. There's links to my Discord there, and join up. Go over and have some fun. Look at pictures of my pizza and stuff. So it's been a good time. I am out of here. I will see you. I will be streaming next Thursday and Friday. Oh, we got one more trivia question. Where, according to Lister's original narration of a letter from Rimmer's mother, did Rimmer's dad die peacefully? In his Jeep.